Hey guys, this girl got game. Welcome back to Hakuoki Kyoto Wins, and we're at our Chapter 5 choice for getting Heisuke's Unrequited Love ending. This is when we were talking about his background, his family, his father and his mom and stuff. And now that he's dead, he's like, no one's gonna miss me. So this time we're gonna say that means you're free, and this choice actually leads to both Unrequited Love ending and the bad ending. So I'm glad I didn't pick it. Although, you need to have... I think you need to have low romance anyway. I don't know if having high romance and picking these options does the same thing, but I did load this with low romance, so... We'll do this, and then we'll pick our next option afterwards, once things start to look familiar. It must have been a real burden for you, to grow up with no father. And even worse, to know he existed, but to also know that you could never try to find them. It seemed like it would have been too much for a child to bear. He had grown into a man now, able to deal much better with the cruelties of life, but as a child, Heisuke must have been terribly lonely.
Well, since I'm dead now, I guess they won't be sending me any more money. And the sword they gave me broke back at Ikeda.
Oh, really? Oh no, that's sad.
I guess now there's really nothing that connects me to my parents anymore.
So, now that you're dead, you're finally free. You've got a new life. There's nothing tying you down. So to me, I think that it means you can live your life however you'd like to live it.
Free, huh? Huh. Free of commitments and with the power of a fury. Heisuke Toto's new era has begun.
The sadness I had seen in his face disappeared, and indeed it was there so briefly that I soon began to think it had only been an illusion. I had known that it wasn't really something someone could get over easily, but... knowing Heisuke, I'm sure he's strong enough to get through it. Aw, poor Heisuke. We were not very understanding that time around. And... yeah, so that's the same option you picked to get to the bad ending, so I'll save when we get to the next option. Now, there was 3 choices in Chapter 5, but I only have to make 2. So I'm guessing we never get to that third option of holding hands and looking at the moon. So that's not going to happen on this route, but we kind of knew that going into this, didn't we? And yet, here we are. All ready to suffer together. I don't like the choices I'm going to have to make for this. Is it this one especially or the next one? It's this one especially I'm not fond of at all. The next one, I was teetering between that and the option I ended up going with. And I realized afterwards that I didn't actually get a butterfly on moon with Heisuke when I picked it. So I'm assuming it must affect events later on with the choice I pick here. It's not really for affection points. Which is kind of interesting. I can kind of guess where that's going, but... maybe not. We'll see. Alright, Sanan. Thank you for your input. And now... oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I want to save, because I'm going to have to come back here. Alright. So, for the Unrequited Love ending, I need to make him endure it. Which is the worst thing. That's not going to help nobody. So, let's see what happens. He just said he didn't want to drink blood. That's what he told me. If that's what Heisuke wants, then I must do my best to honor it.
It's... okay. Don't worry.
Heisuke was smiling, but I could see the cold sweat dripping down his forehead. He'd never gotten like this before, and even during the days of his training sessions, he kept his composure well.
Hey, Chizuru. Can you go over there for a second? I don't want you to see this part of me.
Heisuke. I was too concerned to leave his side, but even then... Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I give you this medicine? I walked away from him, hanging out a little distance away, but I kept him in view. Are you gonna gnaw him down when I'm not looking?
Ah! Gah! Ah! Damn it! Why does it hurt so much?
I could hear his suffering from where I stood, and it filled me with sadness. Heisuke! Heisuke!
It'll be alright, Chizuru. I won't lose to this.
I bit my lip. Time passed, and I prayed for his bloodlust to pass. All I could pray was for his safety. Just gonna get worse, guys. And then this is when we've run through the forest. So, when is the bloodlust gonna hit you again? When do we fight the demons? Is it not gonna hit you? Are we still gonna hold hands here? Are you gonna pull away this time? Because she was a big ol' meanie. I wouldn't blame you. No! Still into the hand-holding. Heisuke, you're too pure. Even on your unrequited love end. Oh. That fade was slow. I think we're getting to it. Yep, definitely getting to it. A second volley of gunfire rattled through the air. Can I get... Thank you. Heisuke pulled me through the woods as the voices of our pursuers echoed behind us.
Listen to me, Chizuru. Don't let go of my hand no matter what happens.
Yeah, I know. Just as the words escaped from my mouth, we'd heard more gunshots coming from the direction towards which we had been running.
Damn it, there are enemies over there. Maybe we should go this way.
Nope. As we turned towards another path, more gunshots rang from that direction as well. Heisuke, are we?
Yup, seems like we're surrounded.
Heisuke crouched, dead silent, and he carefully scanned the vicinity around him.
It seems like there aren't many guards that way. I don't sense too many people in this direction.
You can tell?
Ever since I turned into a fury, I've become pretty good at seeing in the dark. So I'm gonna go take down the warriors over there. When I give the signal, follow me.
Okay, got it. Heisuke stared intently at a nearby soldier, and he waited for the perfect moment to strike. Then... he ran swiftly through the thick grass, and he charged towards the enemy soldiers. With 2 quick slashes, he had killed the men before they could even flinch. Just then... oh boy.
Hey, there's a shogunate troop over here! Fire!
Poor Heisuke. The soldiers, all of whom were dressed in Western uniforms, fired their guns towards Heisuke.
Ha!
Oh no! Sorry to pause mid-ha, but... silver bullets! I forgot about the silver bullets. Oh no. That's not good. Oh no!
Huh. No way these guys are gonna hurt me with their pesky bullets. Huh?
Heisuke glanced down at his body, and his expressions instantly became incredulous. What was going on? Since he's a fury, the wounds from the bullet should have healed almost immediately, but... Heisuke seemed surprised at first to see the bullet holes remain on his body.
Are these some kind of special bullets or something? Oh well, whatever. Before all of my blood is fully drained from my body, it'll be easy for me to kill you all!
Heisuke leapt from the grass and hid behind the trees, dodged the bullets, and killed the enemy warriors one by one. Every time he killed a soldier, it was followed by the splatter of blood and a wrenching scream. Heisuke was almost completely coated in blood, the thick liquid slowly dripping from his person.
Chizuru, go ahead to the Osaka castle! I'll handle them!
But, I can't leave you behind, Heisuke!
I can't fight when you're here. Besides...
Besides what?
Just go! As soon as I take care of this, I'll follow you.
I wasn't sure if it was okay for me to leave without Heisuke beside me, but... His demeanor pushed me to go on, and I turned to run towards the direction of Osaka Castle. He should be fine, right? I mean, Heisuke is a Fury now. It's not like he could be easily killed. Surely he'll catch up with me soon. I somehow managed to get to Osaka Castle and avoid both Kazuma and Amagiri. But despite how long I'd waited, Heisuke never caught up to me.
Chizuru, you still up?
Oh, Nagakura, Harada.
Supposedly, we're gonna get on a ship back to Edo soon. What are you going to do? Did you want to come with us, or...
By the time I'd arrived to Osaka Castle, the Supreme Commander, Lord Yoshinobu, had left, and the Shinsengumi had made the decision to return to Edo as well. Is there any way for us to wait, even if just a little longer? Heisuke might still arrive.
We cannot. I know how you must be feeling, but... There hasn't been any word from him, even now. He's already...
It's hard to know who will come back from war and who won't. Me, though, I thought I'd be prepared for this, but... I'd never thought for a second that I wouldn't ever see Heisuke after he turned into a Fury.
Damn it, Heisuke. Why'd you have to die so soon? Why the hell did you ever become a Fury?
Nagakura tightly balled his hand into a fist, probably, and he punched the ground out of frustration. I felt the same way. He became a Fury after overcoming so many, after a near-fatal wound. Only 2 months had passed since Aberono Koji. I wiped the tears that were beginning to trickle down my cheek.
Thanks, Chizuru. You're crying for Heisuke.
Harada's word made Heisuke's death definitive. I crumbled to the floor and cried. Really? The next day, I'd gotten onto the ship with the men of the Shinsengumi, and together we left Osaka Bay to head towards Edo. During the recent battle of Toba Fushimi, Yamazaki was gravely wounded, passing away on the ship. Yamazaki. We'd performed a burial by the sea. Heisuke left no body behind, so we weren't able to hold a memorial service for him. Even so, I don't think I could ever forget about Heisuke. I was sure the other captains had the same feelings as me, too. As the waves crashed against the shore, I thought back to what he'd said to me as I left him there in the tall grass.
I can't fight when you're here. Besides...
I have a feeling about what he would have wanted to tell me. I don't want you to see me like this. Hopefully I was able to honor his wishes. But even if it wasn't something Heisuke wanted, I should have stayed back then. I wanted to. Heisuke, we're almost arriving at Edo. The Edo you loved. The night wind was cool with the scent of the sea, as if offering an answer from a distant place. Is that it? We assume he's dead? MIA? No heartbreaking I don't love you anymore scene? Really? Huh. I think that's the first unrequited love ending where the person didn't live. Goodness gracious me. I was like, how? Because these two were so obviously in love with each other from the very beginning. And I was wondering how that was going to change with Heisuke in the unrequited love ending, but then it didn't really. He saved her life and died to gunshot wounds. Which wasn't really... Like, how come... Trying to think how to word this. Why did us saying, "You're free now," and making him endure it cause there to be much more soldiers that surrounded us? Like, that's the only thing it affected. Was... Like, unless Heisuke was just much faster because he had blood instead of enduring it, and so we were able to outrun the ambush surrounding thing. But otherwise, I don't understand how those two choices led to that. Okay, well that wasn't super... We didn't actually watch him die like we watched so many so far. Can we at least die for him in the bad ending? Can there be an equalizing that way? I'd feel better about the whole thing. Fiend with no blossoms. How sad. Okay. I think that was definitely the easiest unrequited love. It's unrequited because one of them died. Wasn't able to requite the love. Right. Okay. Well, that was that. Aw, poor Heisuke. So sad. Anyway, yeah, we got one more ending to do, which is the bad ending, so hopefully you'll be there for me to give Heisuke some medicine and see what that changes about the ending for us. Until then, I'll see you later.